What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here with the fourth episode review of WWE NXT that is aired on the WWE Network. Now, there's been plenty of other NXT episodes. However, this is only the fourth one that's aired on the network and that I've reviewed. So, this was the March 20th, 2014 edition of NXT. And I'm just going to give you a brief little bullet point rundown of what I thought of the matches. I'm going to be as honest as possible. I'm not kissing butt. I'm just a guy who has an opinion. So we had Mojo Rawley taking on Bull Dempsey. Now, Mojo, his whole shtick is he's a former collegiate football player, I believe, and he's got his arsenal is basically a lot of football-esque maneuvers. And I got to be honest with you, I don't watch football. I'm not a football fan. I know a lot of the wrestlers have a football background, but they rely too much on emphasizing that he was a football player and that he does football stuff. I'm not interested in football in the least. I don't like it. I love pro wrestling. And I understand, it adds, it adds some substance to a lot of people that, oh, this guy was a football player, but it doesn't really add anything to me. It's taken away from pro wrestling. I don't like it. I like him. I like his personality. His enthusiasm is off the charts. He doesn't get hype. He stays hype. I like that. That's cool. Rely on energy and do that. Don't rely on being a football player. I don't get it. He took on a newcomer, Bull Dempsey. Now this guy, if you were to rewind back to 1968, 1974, this guy looks like a pro wrestler from that era. He doesn't have an ab on him. He's not fat. He's not overweight per se. He's just not cut. And you can tell he's a pretty good wrestler. This is basically your everyday classic squash match. Bull got a little bit of action in, but this is just a Mojo Rawley squash match. We had a CJ Parker promo. If you remember, CJ is he's just getting pissed. He's ready to storm the ranks of the NXT roster. We were supposed to have Tyler Breeze versus Sami Zayn. However, if you remember the previous weeks, Alexander Rusev attacked Tyler and Xavier, and then Tyler was supposed to wrestle again last week. That didn't happen, really. Unfortunately, Corey Graves attacked Sami Zayn, and Corey is continuing the feud with Sami. The hit looked amazing. He threw, basically, Sami's coming down the entrance ramp, and Corey just throws him straight into one of the posts. And it looked brutal. It looked really brutal. Sami sold it very well. Made just about everybody hope that he was okay. Sami's amazing. I want to see him wrestle every night. Phenomenal. Then we had Adam Rose taking on Camacho. Adam Rose has his entourage, his posse. It's a cool idea. Adam Rose, is a thinner guy. He's not huge by any means at all, but his character is larger than life, I should say. It's nothing against him. He's a good, talented guy. But, one of his finishing move is a lariat. And, that's like a 6'6" JBL style finisher move. He does like a succession of moves. He does this Bronco Buster and another move, and then he does the lariat. And I'm just kind of like, that's his finisher. Camacho dominated the first half of this match. It looked like he was beating the crap out of Adam Rose. Just beating the holy hell out of him, honestly. Camacho is, I guess since Camacho he just looks huge compared to Adam Rose. I don't understand why Camacho isn't a bigger star, a bigger commodity in the WWE roster. I mean, maybe having him on NXT is better for him, but, I mean, he soundly was beating the holy hell out of Adam Rose for a good 4 minutes, and then took a turn for the worse and lost by a lariat. I don't get it. Then we had Divas Action. One thing I love about NXT is their Divas matches are better than the Divas matches on any other WWE programming, and they're phenomenal compared to the average 3-minute Divas match that we usually get. Nothing against the Divas. I would love to see them flesh out a 10-minute match on Raw. That ain't going to happen. On NXT, it's a little easier to do that. Bayley making her network TV debut. Oh my god, Bayley's so pretty. I like her personality. She's bubbly. Sasha Banks is awesome. She's part of the BFFs with Charlotte. And Natalya was in the corner of Bayley, setting up for a tag team match. They keep teasing if it's going to be versus Paige or versus Emma. Apparently this week it's going to be Bayley, I believe. But Bayley defeated Sasha with a schoolgirl roll-up. I like Bayley a lot. I like her personality. She's down to earth. She's simple, not in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's just, she seems like a realistic person. Then we had Adian English. His character is that he wants to be a Broadway superstar one day. And somehow, some way, the way to do that is to go through WWE NXT, I guess. And he sings, and it's not really working for me. But anyway, he's a very talented wrestler, but he's sings, and he took on Sheamus, and it was an okay match, fine. Sheamus soundly defeated him. Classic Sheamus match. So yeah. So let me know what you guys think of this episode. Please check out my other reviews. I go even more in depth than I did today. Yeah, I mean, I love wrestling. I'm passionate about it. I love talking wrestling. Leave a comment. I will comment back 100% of the time. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at London Hawthorne. Have a nice day.